So today we're going to look at a pretty cool semi-AFK way you can make quite a decent amount of gold and get quite a lot of XP in the Elder Scrolls Online while standing completely still, pressing only one button. So it's the most AFK method you can do, apart from if White Streaks Mayhem event happens to be on, where you can do a different AFK method. But other than that, this is a year-round AFK method where you just press one button and you get continuous guaranteed gold and XP. So what we're actually going to be doing then is betting on a couple of lizards, seeing who's the fastest and making a lot of money. So pretty cool sentence, pretty cool thing you can even do in the game, so I like it. So just going to go over the general premise of this. So essentially there's a couple of quests you do, and then you can then repeatedly do a daily quest over and over again as many times as you want, where you just keep betting on lizards to win the game, and you'll get like 362 gold every time your guy wins. So there's 3 lizards and any of them can win, but you know, we got a pre-game interview with Left Lizard.
You know, they say all
lizards
are created equal, but you look at me and you look at
right lizard,
and you can see that statement is not true. See, normally if you go one-on-one with another
lizard,
you got a 50-50 chance of winning. But I'm a genetic freak and I'm not normal. So you got a 25% at best at beating me. And then you add
center lizard,
to the mix, your chances of winning drastically go down. See, the 3-way,
Hadrian's caravan,
you got a 33 1/3 chance of winning. But I got a 66 2/3 chance of winning, because
center lizard,
knows he can't beat me and he's not even gonna try. So
right lizard,
you take your 33 1/3 chance minus my 25% chance, and you got an 8 1/3 chance of winning.
Hadrian's caravan,
But then you take my 75% chance of winning, if we used to go one-on-one, and then add 66 2/3%, I got 141 2/3 chance of winning.
Hadrian's caravan,
See,
right lizard,
the numbers don't lie, and they spell disaster for you.
Hadrian's caravan,
So now that we've established our odds and we know who we're going to be betting on for the foreseeable future, we're going to actually look at how to set this up, okay? So what you need to do is come over towards Hadrian's Caravan. You want to go to the Willow Grove Way Shrine and come a little bit northeast, okay? And you're going to talk to this guy, Sind. He's going to give you a quest, you're going to complete it. There's then going to be a follow-up quest and you're going to complete it. It takes about 10 minutes in total, okay? Name of both of these quests are In the Device Den and Hadrian's Fall. So once you complete both of those quests, you unlock a daily repeatable quest with this guy, Doolin. So yeah, you can just pretty much over and over again bet on lizards. He basically asks you, do you want to bet on the left lizard, the center lizard, the right lizard? From the little promo we saw before.
I'm a genetic freak, and I'm not normal.
Definitely going to want to go with left lizard, okay? But I'm going to give you some statistics to back that one up, right? So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to go over my experience with betting on these little lizards. I'm going to tell you how many times I won, how much gold I made, how much XP I got. Okay, I'm going to break that down, and then I'm going to go into the absolute base odds, alright? So that's just assuming that every lizard wins absolutely equally, and what that would look like for you. So in my personal experience, I was able to run 42 races in a space of 10 minutes, okay? Now, from those 42 races, the left lizard won 22 times, the center lizard won 10 times, and the right lizard won 10 times as well. So as we can see, for some reason, left lizard was just cracked, and he was doing double what the other lizards were doing. I'm not sure if you guys are going to experience exactly that. I'm not sure if there's some kind of code to where the lizard you bet on is more likely to win. I don't know, but in my experience, left lizard won quite a lot, and I only ever bet on the left lizard. So if we break this down, okay, so I got 362 gold per win, and if we multiply this out over the hour period, or the 22 wins per 10 minutes, we would get 47,784 gold. That's actually a pretty decent amount of money to be just getting out of thin air. You're literally standing here, pressing one button, you're putting no money at risk, you're just winning gold and getting XP. So pretty decent method and not a bad amount of money for literally standing still, pressing one button without a trader. But the thing to mention is if there was a double gold event, I actually would have made around 95,568 gold, okay, which is really close to 100k an hour, standing still, pressing one button, which is really, really good. Some gold methods out there are less than 100k gold per hour. And you're putting in quite a lot of effort and they're not AFK at all, so this is quite decent and quite worth it in my opinion, especially if you're one of those guys who hate joining guild traders or you hate having to figure out what things are worth. This is just flat gold in your pocket. Now, I do usually only talk about gold methods on the channel, but I'm gonna look at the XP rates here as well because they actually were pretty good, I noticed. So the base rate of XP for completing this quest is going to be 14,363. If we then have a 100% XP event active, which are pretty common, we'll get another 14,363 XP. If you have ESO Plus, which most people do, you get an additional 1,436 XP. If you activate a 150% XP scroll, you'll get an additional 21,544.5 XP. And if you add all that together, you get 51,706.5 XP. Okay, so that's for one completion with all of those buffs, which is pretty much every single XP buff you can get. So then if we have Enlightenment, essentially we will be able to earn that 51,706.5 XP 4 times quicker than we usually would, meaning that every completion of the quest will give us 206,826 XP, okay? So applying this amount of XP to the amount of times that I won with my lizard, which would be 132 times out of 252 races over the 1 hour period, we would have gotten 25,439,598 experience, okay? So you're obviously not going to be able to get this rate forever. You're only going to be able to get this until your Enlightenment runs out, but that's an insane rate of XP to be getting. So the far more likely rate of XP that everyone can pretty much look at getting is going to be looking at the 51,706.5 XP times the 132 wins in an hour, which comes out at 6,825,258 experience, which is really, really, really good XP. Like, I don't know if this is better than Blacker's, but I feel like it has to be, or it is. So, especially for the effort you're putting in. And if you were just doing this at base, you've done the 132 wins at the base amount of XP, which is 14,363, you would get 1,895,916 XP per hour. Now, what I will say is these numbers are quite high, alright? So I think I got really lucky whenever I was doing my samples. So again, I'm going to break down the absolute bare minimum you should get. I'm just going to make it as if every single lizard won the exact same amount of time, just to make it really fair and pretty much the minimum you should ever expect, alright? So the base odds of this then, the gold per hour changes a little bit. So if there was no double gold event on, I would have still made 362 per win, but we're going to assume that I won an absolute even amount of times, so 14 times per 10 minutes. We're going to times that by 6 to make it an hour, and then we're going to have got around 30,408 gold per hour in that instance. Now, in the event there was a double gold event, we would have made around 60,816 gold. So again, still not horrible amounts of gold for the base win rate. So I think that's pretty good, especially again, as I mentioned, people who don't like traders, probably the best gold method you guys actually have available to you, to be honest. So those are the odds I experienced whenever I did this, but I feel like I got higher odds than what you would probably expect, okay? So what we'll do then is we'll do the same calculation, but with the absolute base amount of wins, okay? So we're just going to do it as if we had 84 wins in that 1 hour period, which should make it so every lizard had won 84 times out of the 252 races, okay? So if we do the 84 times 206,826, we will get 17,373,384 XP, okay? So roughly 17.4 million XP just from having the relevant XP buffs on and some enlightenment. So we'll do the same thing as if we had no enlightenment. So 84 times the 51,706.5 XP that you would get with all the buffs, and that would be 4.343 million. So again, really large amount of XP there with no enlightenment. Really, really good. With 84 wins at the base rate, you have no buffs whatsoever, don't even have ESO Plus, you get 1.2 million XP, okay? So again, pretty large amount of XP to be getting for standing still pressing A. I think it's really insane whenever you think about just the base rate of winning is 4.3 million XP just with a double XP event and an XP scroll. So I think this is probably maybe the best in slot XP training method at this point. That's multiple CP, it's like 5-6 CP at the higher ends at least. And if you're like a lower CP, like 100, 200, like this is going to boost you up multiple CPs really, really quickly. So what I will say is that the odds of winning and losing will vary. In my experience, they're like significantly higher for you to win and make more money and get more XP, but that might not be everyone's experience. So let me know in the comments if you get absolutely shafted and you get no wins, or if you get multiple wins in a row, something similar to what I got, let me know. So just to recap then, I think that we can get in and around 95,000 gold an hour here if we were in a double gold event. and we can get around 4.343 million in XP per hour here if we just put on the bare minimum XP buffs while in a double XP event. So I think that's like really excellent. That's like one of the best methods you can do for getting XP, and it's definitely one of the best methods, if not the best method, for making gold while you're not wanting to use a guild trader as well. So I'd actually pretty much recommend it, and the fact that it's pretty much AFK or semi-AFK, if you count pressing one button as not being AFK, then yeah, I think it's a really good method and something you guys should check out. So let me know how you guys get on here. Let me know if Left Lizard is as good as he seems. And if you guys like this video, you might like this video where I show you guys how you can make 120,000 AP per hour completely AFK, where you don't even have to be in your house to do the method.